viewer discretion.
Hey everybody, it's dafobra, and we're out on a nice Sunday ride out on Long Island. A lot of bikes out today. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's funny because the topic I was going to motovlog about today is completely different than what I'm going to talk about. Talking about, what's up, buddy? Talking about I believe it was Dark Knight who put up a video on his Facebook. It wasn't his video, but it was a bunch of motocross people, motocross riders. And the question was asked of them, why do you ride? And they said they couldn't tell. See? Everybody waves. They couldn't say. They said, that's a tough question, blah, blah, blah. One of the things they said was that it's in your blood. And I don't know if that's always the case. Somebody like Dark Knight, who's been riding since he was a little kid, if let's see, he got that from somebody in his family, the passion, then sure, it's in his blood. But for me, it's kind of not in my blood. My dad didn't ride. My mom didn't ride. Yeah, see, I'll wave to the scooter guy. That's right. It's my peeps. I always wanted to ride, and when I was a kid. Huh? Sweet Mamas? Didn't you used to waitress there? I thought you did. Just wear an apron. You're a sick man. I'm recording this now. You used to poke holes in the donuts? So, yeah. So I always wanted to ride as a kid, and both my parents were totally against motorcycles. My mom always used to say that she wanted me to be protected by steel. God forbid something's needed. You know what I mean? Yeah, my mother was totally against getting a motorcycle. When I was a kid, I even wanted a scooter. I remember trying to negotiate. Must have been like, I don't even know, what was I, 13, 14. I wanted like one of those ATCs like Rhino Ride has. I always wanted one of those. I tried to negotiate a Honda Spree, the little Spree, the 50cc or 49cc, rationalizing everything to her about how to get it and reasons why I should have it. She wouldn't have any of it. So I never really got a bike. So I mean, I remember my uncle, one of my uncles had a motorcycle. It was some type of a cruiser, and I remember my little sister. She burnt her leg because she sat on it, and we both sat on it, and she got her leg burned. And to this day, my mother still talks about that, how she burnt her leg and how they're dangerous. So I was really never allowed to be a motorcycle rider. So when the opportunity arose for me to get my Ninja 250, which was a great bike, but it needed work, it was sitting for a couple of years, I picked it up fairly cheap, and I'm not afraid of working on a bike because I've been working on cars for so long. So I picked that bike up, slapped a new set of carbons on it, gave her a tune-up. She was good to go. Really a solid bike. It had very little mileage on it. So I rode that for a season. I did some cleaning up to it, made it look better, make it run better. Loved that bike, sold it after a season. Three seasons on my CBR 600 F4, and now, well, in the middle of last season I got this, the F4i, and now I'm enjoying it. So, I mean, I love riding a bike. I love it. People who don't ride don't get it. People who ride totally get it. But it's not in my blood. I could say that it's gotten in my blood, you know? It's now in my blood, and I couldn't imagine not having a motorcycle at any point in my life. I love the friendships I've made with motorcycling. Mark here, he had a bike when he was younger. He had two. I think he said he had a cruiser, then an old Katana 1100, and took a little bit of a hiatus, and now he's back on a bike, and he's missed it. I'm thankful. Look, all these bikes are out. It's gorgeous today. I'm so thankful for the friendships I've made through motorcycling. I'm thankful for the friendships I've made through motovlogging. I mean, how else could I live through the experiences of people on the other side of the world? And everybody shares their experience, their point of view, and whatnot. But so for some of us, motorcycling has gotten into our blood. I gotta give some throttle around here. And for some of us, it was in our blood. And that's kind of what I'm wondering is, are you one of those people where you grew up with motorcycles in your family? Like little Yam Gunner, if you've ever seen him, he's a little kid. He's got a really cool dirt bike, and his dad is obviously into bikes. He's got a couple of bikes. That's the kid who was born into it. You know, he was born with it in his blood. But somebody like me, no, I wasn't. You know, I kind of came into it, and I love it. And I think it's going to be forever in my blood. The interesting thing will be when my son gets older, you know, he already wants a bike, it's going to be in his blood. Which, you know, thinking about along the lines of what my mother was thinking, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing as a parent, but I think it's a good thing. I think he'll be smart about riding. So that's kind of what I'm talking about today, is motorcycling. Is it in your blood, or did it get in your blood? However it is, it's an incredible community of people, and when you ride, you get it. I mean, doing constant waving to people for the most part, everybody waves back. It's, you know, it doesn't matter what you ride, where you ride it, what brand you ride, what type of bike you ride. We're all a big family community. That's the coolest thing. I mean, you're either born, it's in your blood, or it gets in your blood. I keep saying that, but that's really the focus of this vlog, and I'd love to hear from you. Which are you? And, hey, comments, put the comments down below. Give me a video response, whatever you want. Love to get video responses, love the communication. Alright, well, I hope you're all enjoying this weather, because I know I am. It's unbelievable. I don't want to even get off this bike. I really don't. So, we're actually going farther than we thought we were going to go, but it's just so beautiful out. So everybody, take care out there. Enjoy the ride. Whatever you wish to ride on. Later on, guys. See ya. Take a wave. Hey! I'm waving, motherfucker! Nothing. I tried.